Well, hey, big fella, made it to the port of Argentina. Boat leaves at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to the terminal and take me a nap. Well, made it to the port. Waiting to be loaded onto the ferry. Got about another couple hours. See you on board. Out here at the lighthouse, St. John. I almost say come out here because I ate a big breakfast out Sydney. I'm trying to came out here. Fried up, it was nice. It was beautiful. So walking across a little bridge here, got a little mini waterfall at the camp. That's a nice waterfall. Place is really nice. This is the Navy fish here. Hang out here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The campground outstanding. I actually rode my bike from the top of that mountain down a third trail to be down here. It is nice. It's this time of the year. There's nobody here. You got me a nice spot. Right next to the river. It is really nice. $25 a night. TV. It's only there so even got a bar restaurant. It is Nova Scotia. Cutman headed back home. We should be in port about an hour. We'll be making our way to New Hampshire with a Cody bike set. Be there around Tuesday.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, everybody. Join us, will you? Please come on in. Oh man, I am excited to have my next guest on, folks. I am telling you, I've been waiting to get him on, but I can't ever catch him still. So I finally lassoed him and got him in rotation to get him in, man. And he was, as a matter of fact, he was on a trip to someplace that I haven't been yet. So I had to talk to him, and I've been taking notes on his journeys and his trip. And hey, man, I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm gonna follow your path, Cutman, and I'm gonna take this trip up to Newfoundland. Hey, without further ado, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my special guest in tonight. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good, my brother. How you doing? How do you hear me?
I'm doing fine, Cutman. You see me back here in the back struggling, man, trying to get this thing up and running. But hey, man, we got it, and we are looking good tonight.
I hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Hey, folks, I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hey, Riding with K Solo, the podcast. You know how I do it, man. Every Tuesday, I'm going to be on here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 5 Pacific. And then, you know, I do Trip Talk on Thursdays. But tonight, hey, man, tonight it's all about Cutman. It's all about Cutman. So, sir, we're going to jump right into this thing, man, and we're going to let the people know who Cutman is and where they can find Cutman. So, sir, if you would, please introduce yourself to the audience tonight.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'm the Cut Man out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I appreciate K Solo having me on tonight to talk about my trip to Newfoundland. It was a journey. Just a little bit of background on myself. I'm retired military, the Black Hawk test pilot for over 20 years. I retired from that. Then I went into local government. I retired from that 4 years ago. So now I'm retired, and I'm just trying to get out there and ride and see the world.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about, Cut man. That's what I'm talking about. And you've been doing this for a while. I went back and looked at some of your history, man. You were previously in another organization, then you founded your organization. Man, I tell you, that's incredible. How long have you been at this motorcycling MC cultural lifestyle?
It's been going on now for about 30 years. In 2001, I started the Buffalo Soldiers here in North Carolina. I was in that organization for about 3 years. I left around 2003, 2004. Then I was still motorcycling, but I was kind of a lone wolf. Then I started getting that MC itch again. In 2017, I mentioned it to my wife, and she said, "Well, I'm pretty sure you can find some old soldiers to roll with you." I was like, "Old soldiers, that's a good name. Old soldiers never die." So I liked the name, but I wanted a badass patch. Excuse me if I cuss too much. I'm an old paratrooper. I went and got with one of my buddies who's an artist. I said, "This is what I'm looking for. I want you to bring me a Buffalo Soldier, basically like a zombie who's came back to life. I want a cab hat on him. I want a blue duster,
Okay.
put a patch over his eye, and put a joint hanging from his mouth with two coat
so
with,
so
with
that's
two
not a
with
stogie. So that's not a
no
stogie hanging from his mouth. That's a
no
that's a
that's
joint.
a
That's a
joint.
Jamaican joint.
I I said I want me a good tight joint cigar with two Colt 45s. He said, "Cut, I do it for you, baby." And so this is what he came up with, and I went with it. Went through the necessary steps to become an MC. And now I'm proud to say we're part of the North Carolina Alliance, which is over 34 motorcycle clubs here in Fayetteville and North Carolina.
Okay.
We're just
Okay.
trying to do our thing.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed, man. And your organization has a lot of respect. I know we had talked up in pre-production about it, and but you only have one club, and that's all that you want is one. I'm sorry, one chapter, and all you want
Right.
is one chapter. Is that correct?
Yeah, one of the things I looked at when I decided to start the Old Soldiers, some things I didn't want to be part of established club.
Um,
Right.
Same things with my club. I wanted to be no dues, no annuals, no fish fries. It's all about motorcycling. And I told the guys before they joined, if you looking to do anniversaries or send everybody's kid to college, Old Soldier ain't for you. And to
Oh,
this day, we still roll like that. Only thing we have mandatory once a month we have a meeting, and once a year we have a mandatory ride.
okay. Okay. I love that concept. I love that concept. Former being in a former club myself, I know the how taxing it can be, the commitment that it takes to be in a club, to ride for organization. I always try to tell people, get out before you join a club, ride for yourself, go out and do all these amazing things that you want to see and do before you join a club, because when you join a club you are now riding for that brand, and I call that riding for the brand, which is an old cowboy term, when cowboy used to ride for the brand that was branded on the horse by the ranch owner. That's called riding for the brand. So I tell him, I said, look, go out and ride. Go to Nova Scotia. Go ride coast to coast. Go ride up to Pikes Peak and all of that good stuff before you make that commitment of being in an organization. I like that, cut, man. I really like that. Was that something that just was instilled in you, or was it just you found that to be better for you as a rider?
I just wanted a motorcycle club back when motorcycle clubs actually started back in the 50s and 60s when a lot of the soldiers came back from World War II in Vietnam. They
Yes.
started motorcycle clubs because they still needed that tight bond. That's
Yes.
why you see a lot of
That
military when we
brotherhood.
retire. When we retire, we stay around military bases to be around people like us. And that's
Right.
what I want because um, when I approach initially people about joining the club, the first thing they do, they give you that look because they worried they're going to be paying some expensive dues and 50-50 tickets and all that stuff. The only thing, and I told them, the only thing I'm asking from you, you make that monthly meeting, and I want you to uphold yourself as an old soldier. And that's
Right.
the reason we don't have other chapters because I don't want to keep track of people in Texas or South Dakota or Atlanta. I just want
Right.
to just do our chapter. And we
Right.
have a good relationship with not only the 99% clubs, but also the 1%er clubs. And I
Right.
like that. And that's the way I want to keep it.
Right, man. I love that, cut, man. I love that. And you said you mentioned in your opening, your bio, that you were a test pilot for the what Black Hawk.
Like- Right.
Okay, so you went to Warrant School, you became a pilot, fixed wing, rotary wing. They call them rotary wing.
Right. Correct. I initially came in 84 and I was infantry. And then I decided, of course, came to the 82nd. That's the only unit, baby.
Okay,
Then I became
hey
a
Deuce, huh?
black.
Hey, you see, I got my shirt.
80
Hey
dudes,
man, I
baby.
got my shirt, man. I got my mug. Hey, we representing tonight, man. Ain't
Hey,
worry about no
airborne
Navy,
all the
no
way,
Air
baby.
Force, no Marines. You representing tonight, man.
So eventually, I left the infantry and went to be a Black Hawk crew chief. And then when I got back from Desert Shield, Desert Storm, I applied and was accepted to flight school. And then I went to flight school and retired in 2004.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, what I want to do, I just want to welcome everybody for joining us tonight. Hey man, I have no other than Cutman, president and founder of Old Soldiers Never Die MC. I just want to welcome you tonight. Starting off with Kim, thank you, joining D Staff, Branson, thank you, staff, Mr. Smith, thank you for joining us. Buster, my guy, Buster, hey, thank you for joining us, man. Hey, look, if you like what we're putting down tonight, man, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, a share, uh, a star, because hey, this was a fascinating trip that I enjoy following you with, sir. And we're gonna dive right into it. So, first off, how did you come up with the idea of saying I want to ride to Newfoundland?
Well, as you know, a couple years ago, I rode to Alaska.
Mhm.
And that was actually the
Which
first
which part of
trip I
Alaska again?
actually,
Which part of Alaska again? Let's talk about that. Which part
um,
of Alaska again? Because I want people
the first
to hear about it.
We didn't go all the way up into Alaska. We basically crossed in on the Alpine on the Alaskan Highway, rode about 20 minutes into Alaska because I needed my 49th state. Took a picture, and
Okay.
then we came on back. But the
Okay.
main thing was the ride the Alaskan Highway from the beginning all the way into Alaska. Because
Okay.
being in the military, I've been to Alaska numerous times, but never on a motorcycle. So, and a lot of people they don't camp out anymore. They want to stay in hotels and that type thing. So we decided, me and my wingman, which is the old retired Buffalo soldier, decided to camp out the whole way. The only place we didn't camp out is when we got up near Destruction Bay because there was so many bear, a lot of high bear activity. We
Yes.
decided
Yes.
to get a we decided to get a hotel room that night.
Yeah, yeah, I know, man. I went up there, seen my first grizzly bear, scared the crap out of me. I had planned to do some camping up there. I took all my gear and everything, but I just did not feel comfortable and secure up there camping, knowing that potentially in the middle of the night, a 1,200-pound grizzly or whatever case may be would come and just rip the tent apart. And I said, I am not gonna be that rider where they sit there and say, "Well, hey man, what happened to K Solo? He got shredded by a bear up there, man." So I opted just stay at a couple of hostels while I was up there, which was new to me. And just continue to just ride around Alaska, man. Found a couple hotels last minute and stuff like that. But you did a lot of camping on this trip, and I want to talk about that when we get to it.
Right.
I admire you for that, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And folks, if you saw the opening video, you heard Cutman talking about the scenery. You was talking about crossing the bridge and just how beautiful the landscape and everything was. And I'm gonna play that video again at the tail end of this episode so that you can go back and catch it for those that did not. My hat off to you, sir. So we come up with the reason why we wanted to ride to Newfoundland, and we take off. We headed north, but you diverted from Fayetteville. You went up to Jersey, right?
I actually rode up to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Albany, and I think I want to say I entered through Vermont
Okay,
because I ended up in Montreal. And
right.
the reason I took that route is I explained to you before. I've ridden all 49 states, so
Yes,
now I got to come up with something else to do.
I
So
know,
what I
right?
do now, I'm gonna do the 49 states all over again, but I'm hitting each capital from each state, and from each capital, I'm collecting a coin from the Harley Davidson from that capital, and like at the end of all my rides, I put a big shadow box together of all the stuff I've collected during the ride. So
Nice.
basically, this time, like I told you, I done everything to the west of Montreal except for Ontario and Montebito. I'm gonna do those next year. So, but this year, I did finish everything to the east of Montreal in Canada. So I have hit all the provinces in Canada.
Hey, Shakila, my great co-host for my last episode had a question. She said, "Good evening. How many days did it take for you to get up there?"
It only took like I'm gonna say maybe look to to Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, yes.
Yeah, it took about 9 days. And the reason being, back when we were younger, we used to ride 12 or 13 hours a day.
Right.
I don't do that anymore, and I don't ride at night.
Okay.
So normally I start off at 8 o'clock in the morning. By 5 or 6 o'clock, I'm looking for a campground. And then once I get my camp set up, I'm going to find some dinner. And I try to be in bed by no later than 9:30, watching some YouTube, and then I'm out.
So you're on an 8-hour day mission now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't do them 12 or 13-hour days anymore. That's for them young folks.
Oh man, but hey, no, don't even try that because I'm not even.
Mm-mm.
I know you're telling me something wrong because I'm gonna pull something up right quick that I know you're gonna sit there and say, "Solo, no, you did not." Yes, I did
Yeah.
because folks, I'm just gonna let you know right now. You got the old soldier never died, dust till dawn 1,000 challenge. Talk to me about it, man. Talk to me.
The reason I start coming up with challenges for the club is not just for a patch, the main reason is a lot of people coming in a motorcycle and they know how to ride around a city, they know how to ride from point A to point B, but they don't know how to ride long distance. But when you ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours, you learn like, okay, you need certain equipment. Some of the challenge we have in the club is 1,000 miles in 24 hours. We have a cold weather ride where you have to ride 2 hours in below freezing weather. Um, and it can't take no more. I think it's like 6 to 8 hours or something like that. Of course, we got Key West, we got Canada, and what we do, my vice president, which is named Smoke, he need to be named Patches because he come up with all our patches. One of the main things I like about Smoke is if you accomplish something big, you should have a badass patch to represent the old soldiers. So everything we do in the old soldiers, we not only do you get a patch, you get a certificate and all that good stuff.
So you do this within the club itself, your own
Yes.
certificates, your own patches. You reward your members for excellence. That is, am I correct?
Act that, and also it teach them how to ride long distance. Cause you know how you first get that old soldier with his first time riding long distance. He
Uh
probably don't have no rain gear. He don't have anything for his tires. He don't have AAA. He don't have none of that. All he know, he got a Harley Davidson.
That's
And
true.
that patch that you show right there, that Key West patch, that was one of our members, Lady M. Back when we first started off, we were a
Hmm.
co-ed club, but now we're an all-male club.
Okay.
We don't have any females. We're just an all-male club.
Right, right. But that was always one of the badass patches that I saw, and I didn't reach out to you to get it. I'm like, hey man, maybe that's something internal. But that was always one badass patch that I said, man, I said, I don't know, man. I might have to reach out to him and ask him, can I get that one, man? Because
Hey,
I've been there
hey,
quite a
hey,
few
hey,
times.
hey! You know the Cutman gonna square you away. That patch gonna be in the mail by Monday. You gonna have one
Hey, I appreciate that cut, man. I appreciate that.
always.
Oh man, my sister's full of them tonight. The places you found to camp, was it official campgrounds or just open spaces? The concerning finding dinner. Were you eating at restaurants or cooking your own food? I'm gonna show you something right quick, sis, because he was not cooking his own food when he was headed up that way. He was stopping at little Italian restaurants. He was in there eating good. That's why I say you was in New Jersey, right? You went through Jersey. Are you from that
Yeah, this is
northern? Are you from the
yeah.
northern area, Jersey, New York area?
I'm actually from Ohio originally.
Okay, okay, yeah, good
But the
deal, man.
Cutman, hey, the
But the
Cutman can
cut man
always
gonna
find a
eat.
restaurant.
The
Hey,
cut,
Cutman gonna
see,
eat,
cut
baby.
man, we
I
like
gotta
you, man.
eat. Hey, I
You
gotta
been
eat.
down there. I saw a picture of you down in Florida, man. You was at some restaurant down in Florida with your members, man. You guys was fishing and chipping. I see.
Oh
I said,
yeah,
man, cut man, just like me, man. We ride to eat everywhere we go, man. We
gotta eat,
everywhere
baby.
we go. Little mama said, what part of Ohio?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio, little mama. And little mama, you already know you might as well go and get ready because you're gonna have to bring the heat to follow behind Cut Man for your episode. Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But Cut Man, we take off, we riding north. Um, I got an echo. I think you got an echo somewhere on your side.
No, I'm good on my side.
You good on your side? Okay. I don't know why I
You,
got an
you
echo
got
somewhere.
echo?
Yeah, but it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
So we take off. We headed north. No issues at the border. We don't need to talk about riding up to Maine. Maine is I-95 up to Houston. It's no big deal. It's no issues. Anything. We ride in. Did you go through 95 up?
No, I went the back roads basically to get to Montreal. The only thing I wasn't prepared for was the Providence of Quebec is mostly a French speaking province. With
Mm-hmm.
their province is the same as our states.
Right.
So I wasn't expecting the highway signs to be in French. A lot of the people I came across spoke French. Thank God for Google Translator. But once you get out of Quebec, everybody speaks English. And I'm
right,
not saying, Quebec is 100% French. I'm just saying the people I ran into,
right,
they spoke French except at Harley Davidson. Of course, they were both bilingual at Harley Davidson.
right, right. Yeah, and I
Other than
saw.
that, have you ridden through Montreal?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've been to
Montreal is
Montreal, Quebec, and all of that.
yeah. Montreal is a nightmare. It's like coming into New York. The traffic is crazy. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
nightmare.
it is. Yeah, it is, man. Yes, it is. But yeah, so we get up there. You stop. You you popped into Nova Scotia, which man, I enjoy. I think it's beautiful up there, man. I
It
think that
is.
area is
It is.
beautiful. Um, in the beginning when I first started writing, and this is a true statement, when I first started writing, it scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It scared me. I'm like, man, Nova Scotia, Nova Scotia. I'm thinking that's like some barren land way up north, like, man, there's nothing up there, tundra. But when I got up there, the scenery was beautiful. Um, you know, I just enjoy it, man. I just enjoy it. You've been to Nova Scotia before, am I correct?
No, that was my first time ever to the east of Montreal.
Okay.
I'd never been up there anywhere, so everything I'd done was on a first time basis. I was learning as I went.
So this is a first time basis for you on
Yeah,
this ride.
right.
Man, that's good. That's
Yeah.
outstanding. Hey, thank you, Mr. Moses, for joining us. Ron C, thank you for joining us. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us, man. If you're enjoying what we're putting out tonight, give us a thumbs up, give us a like on Facebook or anything like that, man. We greatly appreciate you. So we're moving right along, Cutman. I think because I went up last year and did the Cabot Trail.
Okay.
That was the farthest that I've been. I had thought about maybe going over Newfoundland, but I just didn't have the time to. And then plus, you have to schedule the ferry. Am I correct? Do you have to
Yeah,
schedule
actually,
the ferry?
yeah, I had to actually schedule that out. I looked out. I scheduled it 3 months out because that ferry is full.
Yes.
Yeah, and because the ferry is not like your typical ferry. This ferry is think of as a cruise ship with no gambling.
Mm-hmm.
You have gambling. You have luxury seats you can reserve. You have excuse me. You have stores. You have restaurants. It's a nice ship. Really nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know I had mentioned another gentleman that had ridden over, and there's the chairs you was talking about there on the ferry, which it's probably big as a cruise ship. But the thing is that he was telling me, he was like, "Hey, Solo, you need to schedule it in advance before you go up there." So, folks, if you're planning to go to Newfoundland, make sure that you schedule the ferry over before you just go up there. Think you're going to show up like you at some stateside ferry where you can just get on or just wait till the next group get on, because it doesn't work that way up there.
Exactly. And what I recommend, because this is something I didn't realize, I don't think I'm a rocket scientist, but if it takes you 8 hours to get someplace, how long should it take you to get back?
Right, right.
It should take you 8 hours, right?
No, no.
No, it doesn't work
how was
like that.
how was it?
Because I came in at the Port of Bass, I think that's the way you pronounce it, which is at the bottom of Newfoundland, which is only 8 hours from Nova Scotia. But
Hmm.
when you ride to the other side of the island, which is Argentina or something like that, it's actually 16 hours from Nova Scotia.
Mm.
So when I was on the ship at 8 hours, I'm looking for land and I'm still seeing water.
At
Come to
eight
figure out,
hours?
I still had 8 more hours to go. So it's a total of 16 hours when you're coming back.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
if
goodness.
if you leave from that side of the island, I recommend you reserve a cabin so you can
Okay.
get there, eat dinner at the restaurant, go to cabin, go to sleep. You wake up, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. But because those ships are so big, I found a couch in one of the lounges or somewhere and went to sleep. It's so much room on that ship. You don't have a place. You don't have a problem trying to find a place to go to sleep.
Right, right. Oh my goodness, man. And I'm telling you, um, you know, they take your bike in, they strap your bike in.
Well,
Um,
actually, you strap it in, and they don't
oh,
strap it
so
in.
you have to strap it in yourself?
Yeah, you have to do everything yourself. Normally, the motorcycles get on first, and
Okay,
shout out the Big Swins V Twins in Fayetteville because he hooked me up with the new attachments points that go on the road glide, which is two on the fork and one on left and right,
okay,
and you also got a set that goes behind the pegs. So it only took me like maybe less than 3 minutes to get the bike strapped down. You don't have to worry about damaging your handlebars or scratching
okay.
your paint if you have those hookup points.
So you have to strap your bike in yourself.
Yeah. And once the bike
Wow.
is strapped
And you
down,
had to do that going over too?
yeah, going over and coming back. You do everything yourself
Wow.
because if your bike is damaged, they don't want to say they have anything to do with it. So it's
Mm,
going to be up to
mm,
you
mhm.
to know how to strap down the bike and make sure it's secure. Because once that ship starts moving, you can't go back down to get anything off your vehicles.
Wow, man. See, hey, folks, listen. Y'all need to be tuning in. You need to be sharing this video with your friends right now. Anybody that you got to thinking that they want to go to Newfoundland, you need to just, hey, look, man, Solo got a guest on right now that's been up there. He's telling you the 411. This is what you need to do to prep for it. Because see, I did not know that. You know, I'm used to just getting on the ferry. They just park your bike and you just go over. But like I say, man, 8 to 16 hours coming back down. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine.
Oh
Cut, you
yeah.
got one. You got one up on me, Cut.
the
Hey, I'm at to
thing is
come
though
back.
that the thing is though that ship is so nice, and of course the people up in Canada are so nice. That
Uh
8 to 16 hours it goes by pretty quick because you normally have Wi-Fi
Okay,
basically almost the whole trip. Maybe the last hour I didn't have Wi-Fi, but other than that, you can watch movies or whatever you need to do.
okay. And I see a couple of other bikes were there with you when you came across.
There was a lot of bikes. By the time the
Okay,
ship left, it was that whole road was full of bikes coming in, going back.
man,
You got bikes, you got
man.
ATVs, you got all kind of stuff. 18
Okay,
wheelers, you name it, is on that ferry.
okay. Lou, hey man, Lou, you're definitely on point, Lou. Correct. You do strap your whip down yourself and book your space ahead of time. Yes, thank you, Face it, thank you very much. And folks, each one teach one. This is what tonight is all about. Cutman did an outstanding trip, but tonight I want him to each one teach one so that when we go up there, if you're thinking about it, you heard it straight from somebody who's been up there who just did it with the latest and greatest. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So the ferry over, and hell, I want to call it a damn near cruise.
It was a cruise, actually.
I want to say damn near cruise was good. Hey, what's up, C. Ruger? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Uh, oh man, thank you. Hey, hi from Newfoundland. Oh man, look at here. New F Dog 45, hi from Newfoundland, and I hope you had a great trip. Oh man, that's somebody from Newfoundland up there, man. Wishing you a great trip. That's what's
I
up. That's
appreciate it.
what's up.
It
That's
was
what's up.
it was a great trip. It was outstanding.
Hey, the people treated you good up there?
Oh yeah, they treated me good because on the way, once I got off the ship, my Jiffy stand was kind of sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't know if your Jiffy stand is sloppy or you riding sometime, it'll vibrate up against your primary and
Yep.
cause your primary to leak. Cause that constant rubbing on the primary will gouge a hole in your primary.
Mm-hmm.
So the time I got the Newfoundland up to St. John, I went to Harley Davidson. It just so happened the service manager was a retired Canadian Marine,
Okay.
and so they brought my bike in. They fixed my Jiffy stand. They checked all my fluids and made sure I was good to go. And said, "Cut man, ain't no charge."
Oh man.
Yeah. And then
What?
they said, come back. They said, come back tonight. We got a live band and food. And of course, Cutman don't miss no food. I came back. I
We don't
came
miss
back
no
later.
food.
I came back later on that night. They had a nice bike night with live music, and I had a good time.
Okay, okay, outstanding. Hey man, we got Low Key on from Houston, Texas. Hey gents, how did he get the name Cutman? How did you get the name Cutman?
Uh, they gave me that name when I was in flight school, and I can't tell that story online about how I got the name Cutman. But hey, when we meet face to face, I'll let you know. But I can't say over the internet.
Low Key, he can't say on the air, man. Oh goodness, Jiffy stand, size stand, equal size stand. Yes, yes, Shaquille, yes.
Yeah,
Indeedy, my sister. Yes, indeedy. So we disembark. First thing we see is boom, welcome. You made it. How did you feel?
right.
How did you feel? Was you
Outstanding. Well,
antsy?
I
Was
had
you antsy? Talk to us. How did you feel in the gut, man? How did you feel? Because when I went up to Alaska for the first time, deep into Alaska, I had a gut feeling about it, man. How did you feel?
the best feeling I had when I arrived, Kay, is I went down on my bike and it wasn't laying on the side. That's the only thing I was worried about the whole trip. Make sure I strapped that bike down good enough. So
Oh man.
I got down there. The bike was good to go. And then I just done a left and I stayed at a hotel right there at the port to get all my stuff together and get ready for the travel across the island.
Okay, okay. How was the rate for the hotel? Just kind of let the people know that's thinking about it.
I think I paid something like I think it was like $200 American or something like that for a night. It wasn't that expensive.
200 shit.
Yeah, you gotta
You
pay
gotta
to
pay to
play,
play,
baby.
baby. Gotta pay to play.
Yeah, when you travel, you gotta be prepared for it.
I know that's right, man. I
Yeah.
looking at your rig, man. I see you got your wet weather bag, all weather bag. You got your seat bag. So you went up prepared for this ride, though. So you knew you were going to be camping on it.
Yeah, that yellow bag is what I carry all my camping equipment in, which all my camping equipment, because I have the good stuff, only weighs
Hmm.
about 13 pounds. That's
Okay.
including tent, sleeping bag, mattress, and then the bag that I lean up against on the back of my seat. That's one of those. It's a Harley bag, but it has the wheels on it,
Hmm.
and that's why I have all my clothes, little clothes I have, because you see I have on coveralls.
Right. I was going to ask you
I
about
nor-
those. What are
yeah,
those?
yeah. Those are what I did was I bought some coveralls. Those are summer coveralls. They don't get as hot, but I also
Okay.
have coveralls that's for cold weather. And
Okay.
I wish I would have brought the cold weather was with me because when I started getting up into Canada, the temperature started dropping.
Hmm.
So maybe one night I did have to use my cold weather gear. I didn't put my electric gear on, but I did have to use some cold weather gear because
Oh,
it dropped down about 40. And when it drops down to 40, the wind chill is well below freezing when you start talking wind chill.
right,
So
right,
it
right,
did drop on me a little bit.
right, man. And
Yeah,
folks,
but what I do is I wear those coveralls because that's my riding gear. I wear
okay.
those like the whole ride. I may wash them like every third or fourth day. I'll stop and do all my
Hmm.
laundry, and then start again.
Okay, okay. I know Thundercat, she rode with coveralls on for her convenience and her get down. Seeing you wearing them now, is your preference. Were you a chap man previously? Did you wear chaps?
No, I've never ever wore chaps.
No?
Um, no, normally what I normally wear is you can buy jeans now with the linen installed with the fleece.
With the fleece installed, yes.
Right. So you
That's what
can
I
wear
ride in the
jeans.
wintertime. Fleece line.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
wear
fleece
fleece.
line.
I don't start using heating gear till it's below 32 degrees. That's
Hmm.
normally when I use heated gear. Other than that, I wear fleece or I wear some type of coveralls or some military cold weather gear underneath. I don't like chaps. I don't like the way they look.
Oh.
I've never even
Man,
tried
I've
that
I've
since.
I've been a solid chap guy
Really?
from the time that I started riding long distance, man. It's just fits me. You know what I mean? I mean, I know where my cold points are. I know
Yeah.
how it protects me from the cold wind, the wind chill, and with my fleece
Mhm.
line pants on. And I would tell anybody, even going north at this time of the year, still take some cold weather gear with you
Right.
because it
Right.
still gets cold up north, man. And people in Canada, my hat off to them. They're acclimated. I seen some video where some lady had a baby, a infant baby in a cradle, almost like a car seat, sleeping outside in blankets and everything. And they say they do that to acclimate the children so that they won't get sick to the cold weather. And the baby would sleep fine. Man, I was like, wow, that's some
And that's a
hardcore people up north.
And that's the same the same thing I try to tell people about riding in cold weather and rain. You need to
Uh-huh.
do it so you know how it feel. You need to know what equipment you need
Right,
because whatever equipment is good for you may not be good for me.
right,
I can
right.
I can sit here and tell you all type of names of equipment, but till you get out there and ride in it, you know, some people they love cold weather. It don't affect them at all. But me, I don't like being cold. So, um, so what
I
you got
don't
to do so you got to get out there and realize what you need because when we rode to Alaska, we didn't think it was gonna be snowing in June up in the Yukon, but it was. And
see there.
thank God for Walmart because we didn't have any cold weather stuff.
Man,
Yeah, yeah.
man,
But
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lesson learned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how was the camping up there? Because you camped in Quebec, you camped in Newfoundland. Uh how was it? I mean, how was it, man?
Only The only thing, and maybe the guy from Newfoundland can explain it to me. They have something like these flies. They worse than the flies in Iraq. But you get up in the
Oh,
morning, they're biting you in the morning, they're biting you in the evening. So I ended up, I went and got a mosquito netting for like
okay.
early in the morning, late in the evening, and started wearing,
Right.
long sleeves. But that's the only thing you gotta watch out for when you camping in Canada is those flies. I mean, they're
Is
like
it is it
like
is it
gnats.
the black is
But
the black fly? Is it the black
yeah,
flies they call them? The black
yeah,
flies.
the black flies.
The black
Yeah,
flies, man. Whoo,
yeah.
hoo, hoo,
Man,
hoo,
they
hoo,
come o I mean,
hoo,
they get over
hoo.
you quick.
They just own you. They
Yeah,
own
you
you,
don't have to be
man.
doing jack. They find you. So, you gotta make sure you wear and of course, I carried the fogger in my bike for stuff like that.
Right,
I
right,
carry a
right.
small thing for fire ants and that type stuff. You just gotta be
Okay.
prepared.
Okay, okay. We call them black
Call them
flies.
black flies. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
black flies.
Yeah, black flies. All
Black
right. Thank you.
alright,
Stay with
yeah.
us, New. Stay with us, New. Man, with you being up there, you definitely a subject matter expert. And we greatly appreciate you having you on tonight. Okay, Cutman. So where all did you go? I mean, is it like um is it like riding up to the Cabot Trail where it's just one big loop, or how was it?
It's just one big loop. I stayed on the main highway, and I'm looking at a map here.
Okay.
I think it's the Trans-Canadian Highway, but that highway takes you all the way it's the main highway. It takes you
Hmm.
all the way around the island. Yeah, the Trans-Canadian Highway. And for motorcycles, one portion of it, you actually is a toll road, but they didn't charge me. I guess motorcycles, you don't pay tolls, I guess, because
Okay.
they never charged me for any tolls.
Okay.
The
Okay.
main thing you gotta look out for is moose. You gotta
Moose.
watch out for the moose.
Okay,
The
I'm
moose.
telling you, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you. I'm telling you.
yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling. That is the worst fear when you go north. When I go up towards Maine, when I enter Maine, that's all that's in my mind: moose, because they tell you a full bull moose, the bottom of his stomach will come to the top of your head riding a motorcycle.
I ran into one of well, I didn't actually run into it, but I came up behind one up in the Yukon.
Uh huh.
And he was walking down the middle of the highway, and we just, rode to the right of it and kept on going. But really, it looked like I could have rode underneath this thing. It was so big. I don't know if
Yes.
it was a moose or a caribou.
No, that was a moose.
What?
Cause you ain't gonna not a
Okay,
caribou. That's a moose.
okay, it was a
If
moose.
it
Whatever it
yeah, that's a
was
moose.
big. Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, my encounter with those, that was hey, what's going on, Sarge? Hey, folks, make sure you tune in to Sarge Life and Motorcycling, the Iron Elite podcast show. I-10 to the end. Make sure you go check him out, folks. Much love. And also get ready to make sure you book your room for the Iron Elite event going on in Jacksonville, Florida, folks. Make sure you are there. All right. So, man, I tell you, my experience, the closest that I've been to a moose encounter, and I've had a couple, and Sharif and I and Paul and Matt and all of us was heading up to Madawaska. But when I was in Alaska, leaving Hyder, going up the Yukon, uh, there was a cow with her calf. Now, any female is going to be protective, and that's what scared me. I'm like, oh Lord, I hope she don't charge me or try to think I'm trying to harm her calf. But they were literally walking side the road, and I mean, they are huge. I don't know what those are the hugest four-legged animals I've seen up close, man.
Now, the biggest thing I ran into in the Yukon is my buddy was behind me, maybe, I don't know, about 6 or 7 bikes back.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, that's a big dog to be way up here in the Yukon. But as I got closer, it was a wolf.
Okay.
And he was next to me. Basically, he was trying to get away from me like I was trying to get away from him. So I
Right.
basically rode behind him, but that thing was just as big as my road glide. That's
Yeah.
how big that wolf was.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so
Man.
he was trying to get away, and we parted buddies. He went his way, and I went mine.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Good
but
deal.
up
Good deal.
in Newfoundland, I didn't see any moose, any bear. Well, no, I take that back. I was probably 2 miles back from the American border, and I seen a black bear. Not yeah, a black bear ran in front of me. It's a
Right.
baby cub. It ran
Okay.
off into the woods. But other than
Okay.
that, I didn't see any
Any
moose or bear or
wildlife or
anything like
anything like that?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
okay. So did you take the loop around Newfoundland? Did you take the whole loop around or
Yeah, I took the whole loop around over to St. John, and that's where I
okay.
spent because I had to wait. I think I got to St. John's on a Wednesday,
Mhm.
and I couldn't leave till Saturday waiting on the ferry.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
so but it was a good time because I was at a good campground right in the middle of St. John. It was right in the
Okay.
middle of everything, and that's why I try to tell people about. A lot of people think of RV parks and campgrounds. They think like trailer parks.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to RV parks and campgrounds, they're really nice and they're normally family owned.
Right.
So the people there are really nice. Like the one in Newfoundland had their own store.
Yep.
Campgrounds was really nice. You had nice showers, nice bathrooms, and they took care of me while I was there. Told me all the
Okay.
good places to go eat. So
Nice, nice, man. You were really kicked back and enjoying yourself. I sat there, like I said, I followed you on this trip. I was looking at you because I was taking notes, man. I was like, I need to see what Cutman is doing because I know I want to go up there. And I knew the main thing that I need to do is to reserve the ferry over. You have to do that.
yes,
That is almost a must to reserve that in advance. And you actually reserved your months in advance though.
right. And I recommend for going over the 8 hour trip, don't reserve a cabin unless you got
Okay.
a pet. You don't need a cabin. Reserve just reserve a seat or something like that. But on the way back, if you leave from on the other side of the island, you need a cabin.
Okay.
For that
Okay.
16-hour trip, I recommend getting a cabin.
Man, would you
Yeah.
recommend doing the whole loop and coming back and exiting at the same port that you entered?
Some people I don't like doing that. Some people may do that. I don't
Right,
like going the same way I came. I always take
right,
opposite routes because I get bored.
right.
So, I just rode across and then, it's so much, it's more, because St. John is the capital. So it's so much stuff to do in St. John.
Okay,
I think I think lobster was like $8 a pound or something like that. It was cheap.
right.
And
And
it's just so many restaurants, so much stuff to do. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do.
right,
Because like
right,
I say,
right.
that 16-hour trip, it's not one of those trips that's like, oh my God, I can't wait till this is over with. I mean, like I said, you're on a cruise ship except for the gambling. That's the only thing you're missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
If you drink, you can drink. Whatever you want. You good restaurants is really nice.
Okay, okay, okay. So, were there any excursion that you could take while you're over there? Were they, I mean, hardly motorcycle shop, dealerships? What is there to do over there? What is there to see other than the scenery and, of course, the Great Lobster?
Well, that all depends on the person. Like me, I
Mhm.
like going. I went out to the lighthouse. That was one of the big things to see. You can take trips out on boats to see icebergs if you're into that type thing.
Right, I
But
saw that.
yeah, but you know what? I'm just into just riding around, seeing different things. If I go to a park and sit out and chill and talk to people,
Mhm.
that's what I do. I don't need
Right,
the limelight out partying. I don't do that type of stuff. I just like to
right,
go out and meet people and learn different cultures and experience life.
right. Hey, Dog 45 said, did you visit the memorial for the Arrow Air flight in, I think that's Gander?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay,
What I
okay.
wanted to do, I wanted to, since I was already up in Newfoundland, I wanted to go to Greenland since I
Oh,
was already up there.
oh,
But I
uh,
could, I guess since it's another country or whatever, there's no ferries. Maybe my man from Newfoundland can answer that. But I think the only way you can get into Greenland is
hey,
the fly in.
right. Hey, Noof Dog, if you're familiar, Noof Dog, how do we go about getting over to Greenland if that's possible? I'm sure it is, but if you know, man, just kind of chime in and give us a little G2 on that one because I'm sure somebody going to want to add that to the list. Some people are going to want to try to go far north as they possibly can. Uh, and that's what it is all about. Hey, what's going on, Snacks? How are you doing tonight? Hey, y'all, this ride is on my list. It's on my list too. Snacks. It's on my list too. No ferries to Greenland. Oh man. So I guess you gotta get a flight over there. Noof, can you get your motorcycle on that flight with you?
I doubt that.
Yes, I seen one. Yes, little mama. You would have to fly. Yes. But I'm gonna get my bike over there though. That's what I
Yeah,
want to do. I want to get my bike over there, man.
yeah. I mean that'd probably be pretty expensive. That's out the Cutman budget. So I guess
Yeah.
I won't be. I guess I won't be going to Greenland.
So just on the island itself, I know you were calling out a couple of the prices of the campground, $25 a night. From the moment that you caught the ferry, how much was the ferry over?
I don't remember. I want to say it was like maybe the whole thing round trip might have been like 300 and something, somewhere around in there because I had reserved seating. I think round
Okay.
trip was like 300 and something. It wasn't bad at all.
Okay. So that's you leaving one port, going all the way around and exiting out of
Hmm.
another port. So there's only one ferry system, which that ticket is good for.
Right, right. That
Okay.
ticket was. I had the ticket to get over there. Then I had a when you time to leave, you get your second ticket at the second port.
Okay. Okay.
So you only get one ticket going, and then when I got to the other port, I got my second ticket.
Okay. So about a hundred.
I do recommend getting to the port at least an hour early if you're on a motorcycle, so
Okay.
you can get up front. I was like the first one there.
Right.
On the way over, they asked me a couple questions. Did I have any weapons? I said no, and they didn't even search my bike. They said, "Okay, you're good to go." It took like 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Good
Um,
deal.
but other than that, I do recommend you get there an hour, 2 hours early for the ferry.
Oh man, folks. And
And like anything, prices change, so it probably depends
uh-huh.
on what time of year you go. So, but
Right.
if you do plan to go, I recommend at least 2 or 3 months in advance.
Okay. 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 So that window of opportunity is short. It's short because you sit there and you have to stick to it, man.
Yeah,
Because
and the
if you
riding season there, I think the riding season there is probably getting. I think it ends around October
okay.
over in Newfoundland. I think around October, the temperature. The guys told me it's just too cold to be out riding that
Yeah,
motorcycle.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'd be worried about snow rolling in because
yeah,
they get heavy snow up there, man. And once it start, they turn it on like an AC unit. They turn it on, it's gonna keep
right.
coming until they turn it off. So That would be my fear. So, folks, there's a window of opportunity if you're looking to do this, unless you're on one of them ultra Euro bikes or all terrain bikes or something like that. But
And
okay,
if you do decide to camp, make sure you get your stuff squared away. Just don't run to Walmart, get you some camping gear. You
what
know,
do you
test it out.
recommend? What do you recommend?
I get all my camping stuff from REI because REI mostly sells to, backpackers, serious hikers, and camping. I got my sleeping pad can get as small as this can right here until it
Okay.
unfolds. That's the type of stuff you want. Yeah, you're gonna spend the money.
Uh huh.
Initially you may spend about $600 or $700, but baby, it's worth it because you don't want to
Okay.
get out there and it's storming and you trying to put. I can put up my tent, put it up, and take it down in less than a minute. You don't want to
Okay.
be out there fooling around with getting
Do you have
poles
do you
together
do you
and all
have
that
summer
junk.
tent, winter tent? Because I have summer tent, winter tent.
No, I use that tent year round because
Okay.
my sleeping bag is good down to like -0 or something like that.
Right.
But
Right.
normally
Right.
I'm not unless I've never been anywhere where I'm camping where it's that cold. Because even in the wintertime, yeah, I still ride in the wintertime, but I'm not going anywhere where I need to camp out in the wintertime. So
Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Nice.
yeah.
Nice, man. This is definitely some good information that we're sharing with people. I hope everybody's tuning in. If you're thinking about running far north, upper north, to Newfoundland, uh, folks, you need to plan that. This is one of those trips where you need to plan ahead and you need to stick to it because just going there and think you're going to show up at the gate and gonna get a seat, that's not going to happen. And then it's an 8-hour trip up with a possibility of a 16-hour trip back down. And man, that's a lot. That's a lot. So we're coming back and we did all our sightseeing, we did all our riding up there, good riding. Um, I'm pretty sure everything is in um what up there, kilometers,
Yeah. Yeah.
speed, no issues,
No.
none. Okay, okay,
No.
okay.
No, every day the travel was good. I'm doing the speed limit anyway. But other than that, the whole trip was, good to go. Because on the way back, I decided, of course, to stop in New Hampshire at what's the name of the bike fest up there?
Oh, you went to and I heard you mention it too, Laurel or something like that. What is
Yeah,
that bike
I just
fest?
lost my train of thought.
I know, right? Man, we got that. Oh, hey, man. Daggone, Boston was,
Laconia.
yeah,
Yeah,
Boston was up
yeah,
there
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah, Boston was up
yeah,
there.
yeah. I had never been to Laconia Bike Fest, so I
Yep,
stopped there on the
Laconia,
way
yeah.
back and hung out. Yeah, that was a really nice bike fest.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
my
D-Bell.
T-shirt, got my patch, and made my way on back.
Right, right. I was heading up to the Cabot Trail last year when it was going on. And
Hmm.
I seen bikers riding, man, and I thought about making that detour to go to where the central area was, but I just couldn't do it, man. I had to stick to my timeline, getting up there and hitting the Cabot Trail and coming back down.
Yeah, and on the way up there, it rained pretty good the whole day. I ran into these two young Harley riders at the gas station. They soaking wet. I'm
Hmm.
like, man, where's your rain gear at? Sir, we don't have no rain gear. I said, well, I guess you live and learn, baby. You gotta have that rain gear. But so I guess they sat there till the rain stopped. Not the Cutman, of course. I had my stuff. I kept on going.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
yeah. That's just like anywhere you ride. You got to make sure you're ready. You just can't get out there and think you're gonna just ride from point A to point B and not gonna run into some rain, some snow, or whatever. You got to be prepared.
That's right. That's right. With 40, 50 plus years of on the ground experience, man, we definitely got some story to tell. We definitely learned cut, man. But yeah, man, this was a great run for you. I'm happy that you did it, came back safe with it, man, and sharing this information and knowledge with all my viewers tonight with my on the platform. I'm definitely looking forward to getting up there, man. I'm definitely looking forward to getting up, but it's just something where it's all about timing. You have to time it.
Oh
This
yeah,
is one of those things
yeah,
where you have to
yeah.
time it because
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know you were gonna have to strap in when you get up there. Yep.
Yeah. And I hate to see that old soldier sticker. There's only sticker up on the sign up there. Hopefully somebody else will take the ride up
Oh
there.
man. Hey folks, he putting it out there, man.
Yeah, that's that
Hey,
old
listen.
soldier sticker. The old soldier sticker gonna get lonely up in Newfoundland.
Hey, listen, folks. You all know we're gonna stick them, man. And our motto is stick them if you got them. Stick them if you got them. Sticker responsibly. And
Yeah,
I got to give it to the cut, man. I got to give it to the
yeah.
cut.
You gotta have your sticker up there, baby.
Yeah, man. He got
Yeah,
it
you
up
gotta
there,
have your
man. He
sticker.
got it up there. But
Uh,
hey, it won't be long. It won't be long before you'll see a whole bunch up there beside you, man. I'm
well, you know
telling you
what?
right now.
That's the point of like what you do. You've
Right,
inspired a lot of people to get out there and ride their motorcycle. Hey, as old soldiers and the old generation, that's what you need to do is to
right.
teach people and show people so they won't get out there and get themselves in trouble.
That's
And,
right.
you
That's
know, and for some of you who've never been to Canada, make sure you don't bring no weapons with you. You bring some weapons other than bear spray or a small knife, you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Man, let me tell you,
Yeah.
don't bring no
Mhm.
marijuana, don't bring no drugs, don't
Right.
have any felonies on your record.
Right.
Because I was a couple of episodes ago, man, I was telling people that Canada tightened with all the tariff and everything and the battle going back between the two countries. Canada tightened their entry
Yeah.
um, stance for people coming in. They're going back and looking at your record hard now. They're looking to see if you had an infraction or traffic infraction or
Right.
anything like that that may have prevented you or caused you not be able to enter the country now, where they may have been a little bit lenient. I know in the state of Virginia, if you get a speeding ticket over 15, I think 15 or 20 over, that's considered a felony. So, a
Oh,
speeding
okay.
ticket could very well cost you your ability to go to Canada, and you got to go through Canada to get to Alaska unless you take the ferry around.
Right.
So, you know, folks, it's definitely been a good one, man. It's definitely a good one. So, what advice would you give anybody that's thinking about going up there?
Make sure you got your money right.
Okay,
Like whenever you travel, you make sure you
okay,
got your money right.
right.
Of course, I use my phone to pay for everything
Hmm.
because I got it on my wallet. I have credit cards and all that stuff as backup. But I actually use my phone to pay for everything. But
Okay,
the campgrounds, if you are going to camp, I recommend using Canadian money for the campgrounds because
okay,
depending on the campgrounds, they may not have debit card readers or anything like that. So make sure you have some Canadian money. But the
okay,
main thing is make sure you have some money if for some reason your bike should break down or you might have to stay in St. John a little bit longer because the ferry is broke down. So you just need to be prepared. I've been actually preparing this for like a year or so to
okay.
make sure I had everything right, my money was right. You can't go over there, half-assed. You got to go over there right. Make sure you got your stuff
Right,
together. Mhm.
right. You do, man. You do,
Yeah,
and that's what sets you up for success when you're going to take a long distance trip, especially when you go to
yeah,
another country. The
yeah,
scenery was beautiful. Food was
yeah.
good. No issues with the police. Nothing
No,
like
no,
that. People were friendly to you. Camping was available. Um, exchange. You would say go get your exchange your money prior to going up there and use the
well,
local currency.
I would even exchange it. If you need to get Canadian money, you go to an ATM. The
Okay.
ATM automatically does the conversion rate for you. So
Okay.
that type of stuff you don't have to worry about anymore. Getting your money before you go there. You can get regular ATMs like any store or anything like
Right,
that.
right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's no big deal.
Okay,
And
okay,
but the main thing is just make sure your bike is squared away.
okay.
It's all
Now,
about
now, now,
maintenance on your
here's one
bike.
I got for you. Here's one I got for you. Cut.
Hmm.
Uh, say for instance, I go up there, I have mechanical issues or something like that. Were there shops up there? Were there small mom and pop shops? Where the brand like Harley, Honda, Yamaha? Where there's dealerships up there?
Everywhere along the right, everywhere along the route was a Harley Davidson dealership. So Anywhere along the route, you got a problem, like here in the U.S., is a Harley
Okay.
Davidson dealership. Now, if you
Okay.
own an Indian or something else, you may have some problems.
Okay.
But Harley Davidson, every major city has a Harley Davidson, and I stopped at all of them. So
Okay. Yeah. And
yeah,
and I
you
saw
don't have
that,
to
man.
worry. You don't have to worry about that.
Right. I saw that you stopped at a Harley dealership, man. I thought it was a five-star hotel or something like that, man.
Yeah,
Do you remember which
that
one
was the
that
one in
was?
that was the one in Quebec City. I've never seen a Harley Davidson dealership like that. It had like a 5-star restaurant. I mean, I've never seen that. The bathrooms, you could actually go to
That's the
sleep in the
bathroom. Was that was
bathroom.
that
That's
was
the
that the bathroom?
bathroom.
That's the
Yeah,
bathroom,
yeah,
man. I was like,
yeah.
what in the
I've
world?
never seen a Harley Davidson dealership like that before. And that's
Okay.
one thing you understand in Canada to me. Canada to me is about the customer.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to make money like everybody else, but they're more customer orientated. Like even if something is simple, stopping at McDonald's and getting a Big Mac, it actually looks like a Big Mac.
Okay.
You get a Big Mac in the United States, it looks like something somebody just threw together in a second. But they're
Right.
all about customer service, and that Harley Davidson was just it just blew me away. Yeah,
Man,
I
folks, it was
I I,
nice.
I would I was even hungry and I went to the restaurant and ordered me some food because I just
I
wanted to check it
know.
out.
Yeah, you went in and folks take a look at the video. I'm gonna play the video at the end of this episode as we're getting ready to close out. Uh, he took pictures of it. He walked around in of it. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. It reminds me of I think destination up in Fife, Washington, with Vanessa, with her restaurant in there, man, and you
Really,
know. Yeah,
Fife
yeah,
has a dealership like that.
yeah, man.
I used to
Vanessa,
I used to I
Vanessa.
used to live in I used to
You
live in
retired out of
Tacoma.
Fort Lewis. You retired out of
No, I
Fort
did.
Lewis.
I retired out of Fort Bragg, but I was
Okay.
stationed at Fort Lewis for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I flew medevac up there
Okay.
back in the
Okay.
day. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of
Vanessa got
fact,
it going on up there.
I got one of the highest mountain rescues in Fort Lewis with the Black Hawk. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
hmm
How was that? Was that a snow rescue? Was it a stranded hiker?
It was a skier who actually broke his collarbone. And
Hmm.
what's amazing is we searched for him all night and couldn't find him. And the reason we couldn't find him is because he was covered in a white blanket. So with a white blanket on a white mountain with snow, it's hard to see somebody underneath a white blanket.
Right. And
But we did end up.
y'all had the thermals. Y'all hit them with the thermals.
Now what we ended up doing is I hovered over the top of him. My medic went down, got him, brung him up into the helicopter, and we took him up to Seattle. He was good to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
good to
Nice.
go.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal, good deal. I know that Mount Rainier area back there, man.
Oh yeah.
Cut man, I
Well,
appreciate you coming on tonight, sharing this
always,
trip with us,
brother.
man.
I
Uh,
appreciate the invite.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Your
Yeah.
legacy, and we didn't even talk on your legacy, man. We
Well,
introduced people to who you are. You've been at this
mhm.
thing for a while, man. I went back and did do I do my homework and everything, put my shows together, but you've been in it for a while, man. You've been in it for a while, and you've been everywhere.
Yeah, I'm
You
trying. I'm trying
you've
to be
been
like
everywhere.
you. Trying to be like you, baby. hey,
Baby, I
when you
remember we was running hard, man.
but when you get a chance, send me your address so I can shoot you one of those patches.
I will do that. I will do that, sir. I will do that. All right, cut. Folks, if you got any questions for like maybe the next 1 or 2 minutes, shoot them a question, man. If you got any questions for them. If you're interested in going up to Newfoundland, I call it that, man. Uh, you know, reach out to him and go direct with it, man. Ask him, say, hey, cut man, what about this? How was this? What was your experience? Because the thing about it is each one teach one. There's still some places out there where a lot of people haven't been, and
Right.
a lot of people are just new to you. So I'm not sitting there saying make it cookie cutter, but at the same time, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. The 5 Ps. And
Exactly.
with that in mind, man, he'll set you up for success. He'll set you up for success. Well, sir, I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and I'm gonna play your video again for those that weren't able to see your video
Now
of your
remember,
trip going
now
up.
th- now remember with the video, the Cutman ain't a YouTuber, so I just took some
Nah,
video and hey, this ain't no Amazon production. I just
I
wanted to
know,
put
right?
something out there
It's,
so people can see, get some type of idea. Because when I thought of Newfoundland, I thought of something, like up in Greenland somewhere.
I know.
I didn't expect what I ran into.
Incorporated, cities,
It, it,
capital,
it's
everything.
it's
It's modernized. It's
absolute.
modernized. It's
Yeah,
that thought of just the unknown. It's the unknown.
exactly. And
Yeah,
that's the
it's
good part about it, the unknown. That's what it's
the
always good.
unknown, baby.
About the
And
unknown, baby.
that's it, man.
Yeah,
I'm still looking around now for some unknowns. I've done a lot of
exactly.
riding, been a lot of places, and
Right.
pull up my spot wallet, man, and it's got me zigzagging all over the country. But there's still little places that I haven't been yet, so I'm definitely interested in
You been to
going.
Mexico yet? You been to
Yes, I
Mexico?
have. Yes, I have. I haven't
Okay,
been
I
deep
haven't
down in
been.
the so that's still on my bucket list. Hopefully, maybe I can
Mine too.
talk Gary into riding back down there again. Gary's up in Maine right now, and I'm gonna see him when I go up to do my 10th Four Corners. I'm gonna stop by. He just bought a place up there off of Route 1 on the far east side. So I'm gonna go see Gary. Maybe I can talk him into let's riding down again. I know
If y'all,
Greg Rice and Bill, no guys just went down there. Bill just went all the way to the bottom, man. They did some super riding down there.
well, if y'all decide to go, give me a holler because I want to go, but I'm just not gonna go by myself.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, man. Oh man. Uh Noof Dogg said, y'all come back now. You hear? I'll be up there, Noof Dogg, man. I'm gonna reach out to you, man. I'm gonna reach out to you, sir. All right, Cut man. Well, look, man, you have a good night, sir. I'll shoot you that
All right,
information and we'll
brother.
definitely be in touch.
Always good to see you. We'll holler at you.
All right, you take care.
All right, now later.
All right. All right, folks, I'm gonna play his video, take a gander at it, and then we're gonna be up out of here. But remember, the Reef and K Solo official ride to eat. You know where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be in Little Rock, Arkansas. Make sure you are there. Make sure you are there. Come, meet Sharif, meet K Solo, meet the SMA members, the IBA members, the ultra long distance rider, the Hoka Hay riders. It's just one big family reunion. And make sure you order your shirts. Um, go to the website. There's a link in there. I know people are asking for it. Do a little homework, do a little search, and go click, click, click. We have a Facebook page, and we also have a group. So just join the Facebook page, join the group. Everything is pinned to the top. You'll see all the information that you will need for the Reef and K Solo official ride to eat to get you merchandise, know where the host hotel is at. And once we get closer, we're going to post the itinerary of all the events that we're going to be doing in our ride and where we're going to be riding to. So look, folks, thank you for joining me tonight. Riding with K Solo, the podcast. You know where you can find me at. Here on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can also find me on Thursday for Trip Talk at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific. Because we're going to be talking it up. We're going to have some riders coming on. And look, guess who my guest is going to be for the next episode, July the 22nd? No other than Little Mama. Little Mama gonna be on. You're gonna make sure you want to come here and see what she got to say because she's bringing the shenanigans. All right, folks, I'm out of here.
Well, the big fella made it to the port of Argentina. Boat leaves at 5 o'clock. So go into the terminal, take me a nap. Well, made it to the port. Waiting to be loaded onto the ferry. Got about another couple hours. See you on board. out here at the lighthouse. Hey, John. I mostly come out here because I ate a big breakfast. I was sleepy. I'm came out here. Fried up. It was nice. It was beautiful. So walking across a little bridge here. We got a little mini waterfall in the campground. That's a nice waterfall. Place is really nice. Especially for $25 a night. This is the food for it's called Granite Falls. City Brunswick. This is the Indigenous fish river right now. Hang out here. Eat food. Yeah, pretty cool. The campground, outstanding. I actually rode my bike from the top of that mountain down a third trail on the way down here. It is nice. At this time of the year, there's nobody here. Got me a nice spot right next to the river. It is really nice. $25 a night. TV. It's only next to even got a bar restaurant. It is Nova Scotia. Cutman said back home. We should be in port in about an hour. And we making our way to New Hampshire. Like that. Be there around Tuesday.